Welcome my peoples, here we go, another video. The last two videos were just like a little story type thing that I just wanted to do for MechWarrior 5 just to see how it goes, and I kind of impressed in how it turned out. A little echoey, but that was kind of the whole point. But, well, here we go. Crossout, episode 1. Let's build. This isn't like, I'm not starting 100% from scratch, obviously, as you guys can tell. Like, I've been playing this game for a while now. Well, again, I'm just gonna be doing a couple Crossout videos just to add some more content to my channel. I do plan on categorizing and, you know, putting my videos in distinct little folders and whatnot, so then you guys don't have to like browse through a bunch of just random stuff just to find one Dragon Age video or, you know, one Crossout video. Once I get enough stuff on my channel, I'm gonna be just going through and putting each one in a different like little folder or category. That way it'd be easier for you guys to go through and click on the one that you want to listen to and whatnot. But, well, here we go. Crossout. Let's see. Let's see. So this is, well, my newest creation. Not the best out of my creations, but it hits hard enough to actually do the right amount of damage. Oh, and by the way, they also changed the building UI, so everything's different. Honestly, I miss the old building system. This new building system sucks ass. I miss the old building system. All these new mechanics, actually, all these new mechanics in the game suck ass when it comes to like building and weapon selecting and categorizing. Like, I just want the controls and the building system to stay the same. Just give us more game modes. You know, like something like get the plastic, or maybe even a get the uranium quests or missions, right? We shouldn't have to do raids constantly just to get that stuff. Those raids take so long. Yes, I understand they give you more XP, but they're like, when you think about it, you go through one raid, right? You sit there, kill enemies, kill enemies, kill enemies, kill enemies, kill enemies. You waste about an hour and a half easily per raid. Either they need to bump up the stuff that they give you, or take those out of the game and add in, like, you know, get the plastic, get the whatchamacallit, the computer chips, and then get, you know, get the uranium, stuff like that. Plus clan battles. Why does it insist on making us have to have 6 people online and all have to be like 6,000 or above just to do a clan battle? We should be able to go into a clan battle as a single driver and do a 1v1 clan match. 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's only like 5 active clans left in the game because of the fact that, like, besides this battle pass, a lot of the battle pass content is just like, just stuff that's just reskinned. Like, this new stuff is pretty good. I will say this new stuff is good. But like all the old battle pass stuff, it's all redundant. It's just like these, right? These do the exact same shit that the AC something I mean, I like it, but they could have very easily have just added it in as a skin, not an actual weapon. It would have been so much easier. And it would have cost us a lot less money. Them a lot less money too, because they wouldn't have to, you know, throw all these stats on there. Love what they did with the game though. Like they've done a lot more than most would do. I mean, look at this. The map looks amazing. And give me a second, people. My Wi-Fi be acting stupid because it thinks that it has rights, but it doesn't. Let's see, let's get this to stabilize here. I hate how I have to just turn off everything just to do one YouTube video. You can thank PlayStation for that YouTube, not like seriously, like why must PlayStation be so ridiculously hard to stream on? I don't know. PlayStation just doesn't seem to make it easy sometimes. Alright, so let's take this bad boy out for a spin. First, let's do a patrol against AI, because I don't go up against players, because players are just, well, let's just say they're double teaming buttheads. Tried my best to censor that, in case you haven't noticed. Alright, let's see, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, excuse me.
Stick together, guys. Today is our day for sure.
I just noticed how fat and awkward this thing looks. And I've been using it for almost 5 hours now, and I'm just now noticing how fat and chunky the thing is. Oh, I thought that was a piece of my vehicle that flew off. I'm like, I didn't even get hit! First, take that weapon off. Oh, you have a weapon? You have a weapon? Not no more, you don't. Ooh, you need some declawing too? Come here. Oh, I'm dead. Not gonna lie, it's kinda dumb how they give AI these weapons when they should be only packing machine guns, because of the fact that this game mode was originally added in to make it easier for people who don't have, well, stuff that these guys are packing. But then again, who am I? I am not a game developer. I have no say in it because the game developers do whatever they want. Because, you know, they don't seem to want, or not all game developers, but most game developers don't seem to want to listen to the community. Little do they know it's because of the community is the reason why they get paid. Not because they're game developers. Alright, let's see. Let's do another one, shall we? But not that particular mode. No, thank you. They kick Muppet. English not work. Never mind that. Alright. I am gonna die a lot in this one. You only have one life, so you know. You die once, you die 10 times. That's how it goes. because not only do you die once in the game, you die twice physically, you die 3 times emotionally, and you die 4 times mentally. So yeah, you die a total of 10 times every time you die in this game. Wee! Beep beep. Wee! Who's huh. You just threw me you just threw 3 plastic bottles at my head. Well, guess we're not getting a match in that, so let's do let's do that one. I would love to build me one of those. That would actually be nice. But sadly, that's all Battle Pass stuff. That's how they get your money. They add cool stuff and they make it pay to play. Until somebody crafts it and, you know, puts it in the player market at a proper price, not... Ooh, let's put in the legs for what? About like 1,000 Crossout coins? Come on. Cajun Games needs to go in and regulate the player market because of the fact that it's just... No. Why? I mean, why should I, or why should anybody, I don't care how rich you are in this game, why should anybody have to pay like 6 million just for a goddamn tank turret that they can craft themselves in about, well, 10 years? Because that's how long it takes with the stupid crafting system, which is dope. I feel like we should be getting these, like the weapons, especially the weapons, as random loot drops in adventure mode. So depending on the difficulty you play adventure mode in, right, you should be able to get different variation drops. Maybe not like, you know, a weapon drop every time you kill something. Maybe like you know, get a weapon, or just a random weapon that has a random tier, right? Every 20 kills in adventure, you get a random weapon of a random tier. Take the weapons completely off the crafting system, right? You can craft the cabins, you can craft all the other parts, right? Take the weapons off there, make them random drop items. I'm willing to bet that if they did this, right, they would be bringing so many players to the game that this game would very much so be more popular than War Thunder, World of Warships, and World of War Tanks combined. And yes, those three games are fairly popular. Because I'm willing to bet that there's, you know, not a single person in the world who didn't at least play one of those. But this is just me throwing out ideas, you know. Game developers, I don't think they scroll through YouTube. Honestly, I don't even think they manage their own YouTube channel sometimes. But if they do end up, you know, adding a random loot drop for, like, you know, the tier, like, all the tier weapons, right? And just, like, add, like, difficulty levels for adventure mode. Or just even, like, having, like, white tournament, blue tournament, light blue tournament, you know, have, like, a tournament set up every week, right? Make it a free-to-play tournament. So, like, common tournament would be first, right? You play that tournament. And every time you know, participate in a match, right? Obviously, you'd get, like, different other stuff. Like, say, if you lose, you get less scrap and less of the little things used to upgrade your co-driver, right? But you would still get a random common item. So, like, then you do the rare tier. You get a random rare item every time you participate. But depending on if you win or you lose will determine on how much resources you get. Same with, you know, the higher tiers. And have, like, you know, the common to, like, the common, rare, and then special tiers, right? Those three tournaments. Battle power 2,000 and up, right? Then the three tournament brackets, or no, the two tournament brackets after that, you know, have it be like 400 or 4,000 power and up, right? And then, like, the final one, had that be a 6,000 and up bracket. See, like, depending on how strong your vehicle is, determines on what tournament you could partake in. But it's not really a tournament as much as it's just a, well, it's something that you go in and you have to, like, there's just, like, it's a tournament, right? So, like, you have 10 participants. Those 10 fight. At the end, there's 5 left. Or no, hang on. No, 12. 12 participants, right? 12 random players who queue up, or it could even just be bots. And then, you know, you go in, do your match, and then there's 6 left. Then they do their matches, then, you know, 4 left because, you know, they still have to balance it out, so obviously they would take the 4 out of the 6 that, you know, had the best scores at the time, queue those up together, you know, 2v or 1v1s and whatnot, and then there'd be 2 people left, and so on and so forth, you know, kind of like an actual tournament bracket. And, like, each tier would have, like, you know, a certain, like, parameter that you would have to meet. So, like, you know, just have, like, a battle power parameter, like, you know, 2,000 and up for the first 3 tiers, and, you know, like I said, it's just, it wouldn't, I don't know, that particular game mode, I feel like, would actually be very popular, and, like, you don't even need a very big map. Have a nice little gladiatorial style arena. Big walls, like just a giant dome that you and your opponent are in. So in other words, you're forced to fight each other. You can't just hang back and, you know, just torpedo the shit out of them from a distance. Just make it so it's like nice and closed to where you're forced to go in, guns blazing. Have no cover whatsoever, right? Obviously, you know, you'd make both players invincible for like 3 seconds right as they load in, right? That way they can each, you know, start moving before the match starts and whatnot, and there you go. It's simple. It's brilliant. I don't know why it's not in the game right now, you know? Like, it works. It's a functional way to get better weapons without having to pay these rejected prices or going through this very complicated brain cell loss inducing system that is just... Why? Why should I have to do all of these prerequisites, waste all these weapons that I could be putting on my builds just to build this thing? Yes, it has a lot of firepower, but it's... You waste like 5 weapons. 5 purple weapons. You waste 5 purple, perfectly good weapons just to craft this dumb thing. It's just... It's a waste. It just, the way they have it set up is it forces you to get Crossout coins. And then, like, when you get Crossout coins, then you buy this, but then you want a second one, right? So, bam, you put, like, another $200 into your account just to get more Crossout coins. That's $400 you just spent on the game right there. Like... This would take at least 10 years to craft. This would take at least $400 to get 2 of them. Neither of these are worth the time, worth the effort. It's a very flawed system, and I think that's why this game is starting to die, because either you be a pay-to-play or you spend 6 years trying to get something, right? Then you get it. Then they add in something like this, which is currently the new meta. And this, that you spent 6 to 10 years grinding for, becomes redundant. Then you go to grind this. Waste half your lifespan on this. You pay, you know, the same price on this. Then they add in something new, and you have to do the cycle all over again because this thing becomes redundant and no longer useful. That's why I feel like there should be a system to where, like, there would be like a tournament where you could do a rarity based tournament, right? And, you know, you go through, you get it, you get, you know, one part of whatever tournament that you get. Like, say if you do a special tournament, you get one special part for participate. And then you get, you know, resources depending on, you know, your total score of the tournament. No XP though, right? Make it so then you actually make it so then it's like a gear grab, not a XP grab. So have it have no XP gain, right? You just go in, and depending on the tier, you get, you know, different resources. So obviously, you know, for the common tier, you get, you know, scrap metal. This one you would get copper. This one you would get plastic, wires, and then this one, you know, obviously batteries, and then this one you would get, you know, just the little computer chips, right? And obviously, you know, like say if you complete this one, right, you get a relic weapon. But like make it a random drop, right? Make it a random relic weapon. That way, say if you're trying to get like 2 Punishers, right? You have to keep doing the relic tournament until you get 2 Punishers. So it keeps them playing the game mode more and more and more until they get the weapons they want. And since it's a random drop, see, like, if it's a random drop, everybody has fair chance. Because, like, when it comes to the market, right? Only rich people can afford to get things from here. And then you go into crafting. Only people without jobs or school or lives can afford to craft in here. See, people like some of my friends, like I'm just gonna throw a name out just because, TNA for example. If he wanted anything good, he won't get it. He has a job. He has, you know, he goes out and does stuff. He comes back and I'm always rolling with shit like this, right? TNA, he's still on, wait, where is it? Ah, see, this is what TNA rolls with whenever he rolls with me. Because he doesn't have the time to do all that. He doesn't have time to do all the crafting system. See, the crafting system is like, this game is either designed for people who don't have a job or don't have a life, or it's designed for people who are, you know, practically have gold coming out of their butt. It's not fair for, like, actual people who want to play and have fun. The whole point of games is to have fun, and a lot of my friends will agree with me, is a lot of the mechanics in this game, when it comes to the grinding or the pay-to-play system, right? It's not fun. It's not that it's not fun, but it's also not fair for those who don't have the time to do it. See, TNA would gladly play this game if he had the time to. But since he doesn't have the time to, he doesn't have the time to grind, he suffers, he could barely even keep up with half my vehicles half the time. And I'm over here, you know, being a human meat shield, trying to get him good shit. And it's like, I feel like they should just do the whole tournament system, right? Because that's a brilliant idea. Because you know, you got 3 different people in this world. You got, you know, people who have money, you got people who have jobs, and then, you know, you got people like me who, well, have neither, and I just play these games because I have ADHD, and this is the only way I can keep myself entertained, so, you know. But it's just like that in between money and money and time, right? There's a specific category of people known as they got jobs and lives. They don't have the time to get stuff like this. I feel like there should be a system implemented to fix that gap. You will literally get so many more players that way. Because then you would have just enough stuff for all 3 categories of people. It's easy. But, well, that was a very uneventful video because time is starting to run out and I need to get to bed, viewers, so... Twisms.